Damn you, Sony! Sony. You did it again. You did it again. You blew me. How many years has it been in a row? Since the release of the PlayStation 4. Time after time after time again, you continue to blow away my expectations. You blew it. No, I'm not saying blew it as in a bad thing. I mean, like, you blew me away. You did it again. They did it again. Hello, people of YouTube. Now, I know I said I was going to do this video tomorrow, but I could not fucking wait. I just finished the Sony press conference. It just happened, like, not even a minute ago. It just ended, like, now. And I was just mind-fucked on how orgasmic this press conference was. I was blown away each and every stage since it started, which we're about to get into right now. Because holy shit, the biggest announcement by far in the beginning of this press conference. It shocked me, it shocked all my friends, it just shocked me. It shocked me. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Actually, we're going to talk about it in like just a bit, but hold on. So I'm going to tell you what happened during the Sony press conference, okay? So first things first, an orchestra. There's this huge orchestra that was playing music throughout the entirety of the press conference. The orchestra music was fucking fantastic. I actually did like the music during the, all like the gameplay stuff. It looked fucking great. Or it sounded great. I liked the music. The music was great. But after that, when the press conference started, they immediately shunned you into gameplay. So they show you this gameplay clip. You see this little boy, and like he's on he's in the ground and like he's sharpening like his tools. And all you hear like this old man, like he's like, "Oh, come in." And then right when you see the old man, you see this old dude. He has a red mark on his face. He has this big beard. And the minute I saw him, guys, I was like, no way. No way. Ladies and gentlemen, the God of War is back. Kratos is back for all new reboot of God of War. My mind was blown. I am a big fan of the God of War series. I've played God of War 1, 2, and 3, and Chain of Olympus. I did not play Ascension or Rage of Sparta or Ghost of Sparta, but that's besides the point. Those are non-canon. I played the original trilogy. I played them all 3. I loved each and every single one of them. And God of War, the newest God of War reboot, is here, or it's in development. I'm blown away. When I saw this in the trailer, in the demo, that they had a full demo of God of War, and it looked fucking great. Like, wow. I was shocked. I was going no fucking way throughout the entire thing. I'm like, whoa, God of War remastered. I was shitting my pants. I was about to literally shit my pants. The graphics looked fucking great. It looked like eye candy, guys. Like, it was mwah, like mwah, mwah. So, even that, it didn't stop there. So the creator comes out, or the guy hosting the E3 press conference, he comes out and he's like, okay, welcome, we're helping, we're gonna make Sony great. Well, you're already great, Sony. So they cut off to Bandai Studio, and they showed off this game called Days Gone. And it's like this zombie, almost apocalypse. Like, you're like this biker dude, and like it takes place in like a wasteland / apocalyptic looking place. It looked fantastic. And later on, you're gonna see an actual demo, but we won't get into that until way later. I won't get you my full thoughts on this, but from the trailer, it looked pretty decent. You're like this biker dude, and it's like, it's awesome. I'll get more into that in a little bit. Up next, The Last Guardian. We've heard from last year that Last Guardian was being made. Well, this year we finally have a confirmed release date regarding The Last Guardian, and it even has a solid gameplay trailer for you guys. And the game does not come out until October 25th, 2016, which, by the way, guys, this year is just jam-packed filled with gaming goodness, guys. Like, I don't even know which games to pick anymore. So, Last Guardian is now out. It's going to come out in October 25th, 2016. Up next, another game I'm very excited for, Horizon Zero Dawn by Platinum Games. And they even had a full gameplay demo of the game. And, you see like the entire map. It's open world, and you see like a lot of cool, unique gameplay mechanics. Like the main character, I don't think they told her name yet, but the main character, she has like this ability where like she can pinpoint like the robot dinosaur animal guy's weakness and use that weakness to her advantage. She even has like, and you even see like her bow abilities. And like there's just one bow that she uses that. And once you pin it on an enemy, it puts it to the ground and stops the enemy, and then you can keep doing continuous attacks. And they even show that you can actually tame these beast characters, and I can't wait for Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, the more I look at this game, the more I'm hyped for this game, because the game looks great. It comes out February 27th, 2017. So I can't wait for this game. Oh boy, here we go. Quantic Dream, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who Quantic Dream is, they're the game devs who made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Well, they're making another game called Detroit, and it's basically going to be a combination of how Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain was like, how your choices affect the gameplay of the game. There was like, and they show you like these different scenarios during this trailer, and it's like you're like the main character. His name is Connor, and he's like this android, and like these androids are like taking over almost like taking over the world or something like that. And these androids, like there's this one android where he's kidnapping a little girl, and like he can actually have emotions, and like these androids, like some androids are kind of fed up with being human as human slaves, and like it sounds interesting. I can't wait to hear more about Detroit, because it looks good. It looks dope. Up next, PSVR. They're announcing a couple of things about PSVR. First thing I'll mention before we get into the actual specific games that they announced is that on release day, they're going to have 50 total games coming on release day for the PSVR, and it'll be starting at a price of $399. So it's a total of $400 for the PSVR. And it is compatible with the PS4. I don't know if I am going to get the PSVR. I have to hear reviews about it. But other than that, the PSVR looks pretty dope. And the games that they announced for the VR are also pretty dope. For example, they announced for the compatible with the PSVR. And right now, for us PlayStation Plus members, we are now going to get access to the newest Resident Evil game. A demo for Resident Evil called Resident Evil 7. There's a new Resident Evil installment, and it's called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It comes out next year, the 24th of 2017. Now, a lot of things can change, a lot of things can happen during that time period, but other than that, it comes out in July 2024, 2017. I'm actually gonna get it, and stay tuned for the Crimson Gamer, because I might do an actual live stream about that demo. So yeah, so that's cool. Also, by the way, the PSVR does not come out until October 13th. So also they showed a game called Farpoint, and I looked at this game. I was like, it's like you're in Mars, and like these scorpion-looking enemy-looking guys. It's kind of weird. But at the same time, it looks pretty interesting. Up next, we have Star Wars, a new Star Wars game for the compatible only with the PSVR. It's called Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing VR. And it's obviously you're on an X-Wing fighter from the Star Wars games, and you're gonna be being like freaking you're gonna be an X-Wing fighter, shooting TIE fighters and fucking Star Destroyers and stuff. I love Star Wars. I saw the original trilogy. I didn't see the prequels. Actually, I did see the prequels, but the prequels suck. Yeah, so it looks dope. It looks nice. Up next, Batman. Batman is going to get its own VR game. It's called Batman Arkham VR for the PSVR, and it comes sometime in October. So it's probably going to come on the release date of the PSVR. Or maybe even after, who knows. They even showed gameplay, a gameplay trailer of Final Fantasy 15, even though they kind of had a gameplay trailer at the Microsoft press conference. But in the Sony press conference, they had a gameplay trailer, and not only that, but only with the PlayStation VR, where you can play Final Fantasy 15 VR. And what it is, like, you're controlling, like, it's like a first-person shooter, and like you're shooting people, like those enemy type characters. It looks pretty nice. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. Like, really, Final Fantasy, a fucking JRPG with the VR capabilities. I don't think that's gonna be a good combo or anything. But I'm kind of skeptical about that choice. But anyway, so yeah, so Final Fantasy 15 for PlayStation VR. Okay, next they showed this demo. And, like, it's like this first-person shooter. It's a first-person shooter demo. And wait until you hear about this, because this, I was surprised. I was like, really? This is the game? I'm like, I thought I was going to roast this game later. But no. So, at first, it's in a shooter, and, you know, they target, like, this one enemy enemy spaceship. It's like, it's in space. And the guy, like, your main character, his name is Reyes, he goes down, and he goes, like, this spaceship, or this airship, and he takes off, and then he goes to the airship, and you're shooting, and you're in the airship, and you're shooting, and you're firing at the said enemy, and then you jump off of the spaceship, and you grapple onto the enemy spaceship, and then now you're just shooting everything, and yes, there's now this grappling hook where now you could, you know, take your enemies, bring them over here, and like one shot, instant kill them. I was being blown away. I'm like, well, what game is this? What game is this? Are you serious? Ladies and gentlemen, this game ended up being, by the way, the game looks fucking great, by the way. Yeah, this game ended up being, guess what? Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And I'm like, what? This game looks great. I don't know why people are roasting it. But yeah, it's Infinite Warfare. It looks freaking amazing. That might be the campaign. But, you know, obviously all those diehard multiplayer fans are just gonna play the fucking multiplayer Call of Duty, but that's besides the point. I made a whole entire video about my thoughts on Call of Duty. If you like this, check that out. I don't know, go find it. But yeah, it's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and it looks pretty nice. I'm still not gonna get it, only because I'm kind of done with Call of Duty at this point. To me, it kind of ran its course. But I hope Infinite Warfare becomes a success, even though people are still trashing the game. Up next, people go apeshit because guess what? After Infinite Warfare, guess who comes out? COD 4 Remastered, because that's the only reason why people are even going to consider even buying Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. To me, that's kind of fucking stupid, but whatever. Yeah, so they showed a gameplay trailer of COD 4 Remastered and how it looks. It looks pretty nice. Then up next, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get a fully HD remake of the Crash Bandicoot series, where we're going to get Crash Bandicoots 1, 2, 3, and 4 fully remastered for the PlayStation 4. It's going to be waked up from the ground up, and hey, cool, I liked Crash Bandicoot. I might, you know, it's funny, when I was playing Uncharted 4, I was pretty blown away when I did that Crash Bandicoot Easter egg. It's fucking great. Also, after that was Skylanders, which I didn't really give a shit about. I think that was like the one thing I didn't like about this press conference. They showed Skylanders. I'm like, who the fuck still plays Skylanders? But then after that, they got Lego Star Wars Episode 7. I'm like, okay, cool, Lego Star Wars. Okay, I guess 2 games for the kiddies to play. And right now, as we speak, we can actually get the demo for Lego Star Wars Episode 7. By the way, like I said before, I like Star Wars, and I loved Episode 7. Episode 7 was great. But yeah, so at this point, I'm like, Sony, stop it. What are you gonna do next? Well, guess who shows up? Andrew House, the CEO of Sony. And, you know, we all know who he is. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's an awesome dude. And, you know, he comes up and he's like, okay, how's everyone doing? Da, 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 da. Oh, I'm here to introduce a friend of mine. And guess who shows up, people of YouTube? Because if it's if it's not Hideo Kojima, then you're wrong, because it's Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima comes out, the creator of Metal Gear Solid, who was fucking unfairly fired from Konami and went through so much hell and back but working with Konami. Now he's with Sony, and he has his own production studio called Kojima Productions, and he's making this game with Norman Reedus. It looks awesome, and it looks like great, and they even showed a trailer of the game, and like I said, it's Norman Reedus, and you know, he's naked, and like all you see is like his dead baby, and then like all you see is like the dead baby like disappear, like it turned into ink, and like he has hand marks all over his chest all of a sudden, like he stands up and he sees like these godlike beings, like these beings are like in the sky and something like that. Yeah, damn. Anyway, it's called, what was it? Death Stranding. And yes, like it's a play on word. Okay, Death Stranding. It's called Death Stranding. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anyway, and which kind of appropriate because the layout on how it looks it's a desolate wasteland. It just looks dark, or not dark, but it looks like just empty. It's like, wow, so it's kind of a fitting title for this game. I wonder how it's going to play out, honestly. Okay, and now I'm like, oh my god, Sony, stop it, Sony, just enough, no more, stop it, you're giving me too much. Insomniac game comes out, they're making a Spider-Man game. Oh my god, Sony, stop it, Sony, stop it. My heart is pounding. Oh my god, a Spider-Man game, guys, made by Insomniac Games, the guys that made Ratchet and Clank, are making a Spider-Man game. Stop it, Sony, I love you so much. Stop it. Oh. They're making a Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 4. Hashtag, they hashtagged it, hashtag Spider-Man PS4. Oh my god. Sony, enough. I love you so much. Stop it. No, they have one more thing to show us. Remember that game I mentioned before, Days Gone? They gave us a demo of it. Sony, stop it. Sony, I love you so much. I know. I'm kissing Sony's ass at this point. Oh, I need to lay down. I need to go to bed. They knocked it out of the park. The demo of Days Gone looks great. One of them kind of reminded me of you even see like the zombie-like enemies of the game. One of them kind of reminded me of, I wonder if any of you guys seen the movie I Am Legend. It's with Will Smith, and you know, there's this one scene where he has to kill his dog. Anyway, so like it kind of reminds me of like those enemies. They look like those bald-headed, skinny, anorexic-looking zombies, but they also like kind of like crunch together. So it also kind of reminds me of World War Z with Brad Pitt. Oh god, I hated that movie. You know, you're getting a lot of insight from me, you know, movie-wise, so, yeah. But guys, this was their best press conference. I am blown away. Like, and that's it. They end the press conference showing this demo, then they basically gave us, like, a montage at the end of, like, basically what their library is going to be for the rest of the year. I'm like, Sony, you did it again. You keep doing this to me, Sony. Why keep doing this to me, Sony? Oh my god, just hear me out. Just look at all the great things that are just announced for this God of War remake. Great. Days Gone. It looks promising. Last Guardian comes out in October. Horizon Zero Dawn still looks fantastic. Quantic Dream Detroit looks fantastic. PSVR with Resident Evil 7 looks awesome. The PlayStation VR being announced with its pricing and release date is awesome. $400. the game called Farpoint, the new Star Wars game, Batman VR, Final Fantasy VR, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which I'm surprised on how good that game looked. Crash Bandicoot Remake, Skylanders, Lego Star Wars, Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding, Spider-Man PS4, and the demo for Days Gone. They blew me out of the park. They did it again. They keep freaking doing this to me. Sony, I love you. Stop proving to me that you're the greatest presenter who keeps doing what they're doing great. Because you keep doing it, and you keep making me shit my pants. You are, without question, awesome. Sony is awesome. They keep knocking it right out of the park. They just keep doing it no matter what. And I thank you. This press conference was way better than Microsoft. Definitely better than Bethesda's and EA's combined. Just the beginning alone with God of War Remastered. God of War, the remake. I'm done. I can go to bed happy now. And I'm hungry. I need to eat something. Anyway, that'll conclude my E3 coverage. I may or may not cover Ubisoft's press conference. I don't know. I'll have to see. And maybe I'll watch Nintendo Direct's or Nintendo's press conference, even though it's what is Nintendo going to offer this year? I'm just saying. But yeah, Sony, knock it out of the park. You keep blowing me away. Great E3. What a fantastic E3 press conference. You keep doing this to me, Sony. Stop doing this. No, in fact, don't stop. Keep doing it. This is the Crimson Assassin fanboying out.